Hello, lovely people. I welcome you once again to Bright and Clara's channel. Thank you all for clicking. This is episode 8 on Mr. Achu's project. Alright, so it's been a while that I posted Mr. Achu's project because sometimes I want to be a bit diversified. I don't want to share just one video continuously. So even now I have to pause my videos and then move on to other videos. So in your view is a 3D representation of the beautiful shop and apartment for Mr. Achu. In the ground floor we have 4 shops, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and behind the shop, which is at the back, we have a single room apartment. And then on the first floor we have 2-bedroom 2-unit apartment on the first floor and then the second floor. You understand? This is carefully designed. It's a hidden roof with a 360 gutter, and then at the back of the house, that is our carport. Okay, so the house has been shifted to the front so we can have the carport at the back. In your view is a total breakdown of the total cost of the structure. This does not include the finishing. It's just the structural work. At the moment, we've been paid for the foundation and the superstructure. So that's what we are working on right now. So still at the foundation stage. Okay, so here we are doing our laterite filling. This is what we call the laterite filling. Some will say gravels. Okay, after the footing block work, the footing pillars have been cast, and then we have to do the laterite filling. Are you with me? Yes. In my estimate preparation, I estimated that we're going to be using 15 trips for this. Along the line, we have to use 21 trips for the entire laterite filling. It wasn't easy at all. Why? Because we had to raise the footings. You understand? We had to raise the footing. If you look at how the footings have been raised high, because of the nature of the area, it's a flat land and the surface of the land is a bit clay, and so if you're not careful, once it rains, the whole water is everywhere. It's stagnant, it's not moving because the surface of the land is a bit clay. You understand? And in digging our foundation, we have to go deeper, and that is the more important thing. When you're coming to put up a structure, you need to test the soil, know the type of soil you're building in. If it is completely clay, you have to dig deeper to get a natural soil before you can start your foundation columns and foundation concrete casting. You understand? Because with clay, if you're not careful, it will crack and it will collapse. You understand? And because it will sink. Okay? Yeah, it will settle because when water goes in there, it will start, it will start moving because it's a clay land. Are you with me? But once it's a firm soil, the building will stand tall and it will not move. So that's one thing we had to do. Dig deeper, raise the footings, okay? And then laterite filling will cost you more. And if you can see along the edges, we filled it with laterite, and over there too we filled it with laterite because that whole area is a bit of watery. Along the edges of the footings we have to put all the filling to avoid any water from coming towards the footings. You understand? It was very necessary for us to do this because once the rain comes in, the rain keeps coming in, it was bad. It was bad. We had water everywhere and I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. I didn't like it at all. So as you can see, we are really working hard. We are really working hard. So compactor is taking place, compacting everything properly. Okay, yes, it's looking good. It's looking good. If you imagine where we started from, when I started showing Mr. Achu's project from episode 1, now we are at episode 8. Okay, so from episode 8 we're going to move to episode 9, 10 and 11, and you're going to see everything that we're doing. So in compacting, you can see that there's a ground beam. There's a rod line flat all the way there. That is a ground beam. Okay, everything I have taught on this channel, I have educated a whole lot of generation, and a lot of people have now opened YouTube channel and they are also exhibiting the same thing. And that is how we grow. Okay, you don't have to, put everything all by yourself. You need to share ideas, open your horizon, let people pick up from where you have started. People should be greater than you. That is a true leader. You understand? Yes. And that is why I put everything here on the channel. You should learn, share the channel to other people, let everybody learn. If you have the opportunity to open a YouTube channel, you can also educate people within your community, and then we are spreading the news all over. You understand? Yes, that is how we grow, so that the scam and then the cheating will reduce. Are you with me? Yes, the scam and the cheating will reduce, because the more we preach, the more videos out there, the more they are beginning to aware. Family members will be aware that, hey, these people, their eyes are open, they are watching YouTube channel, they know what is happening. Yes, we know. So you cannot lie to us anymore. You understand? Yes, you cannot tell us stories. We are watching, we are learning. Make sure that your source, where you're reading from, is credible. You understand? The project size, as you can see, is 54 feet by 48 feet. Are you with me? Yes, and that is the project area. So the ground beam is everywhere, and the ground beam is supposed to lock the entire footings together. Are you with me? So that it doesn't expand. When you pour in the laterite, and then the builders try to settle down, it will not expand. The ground beam will lock all the pillars from one pillar to the other pillar to the other pillar at 90 degrees. It will lock it together, and then also it avoid cracks from coming either from underneath or from the top, from penetrating, because cracks usually come from down and move all the way up. So once you have your ground beams there, it stops it. Right? It can serve like a stopper. Are you with me? So all these are very, very necessary. Some people say, oh, ground beams, not necessarily. Okay, you can study about ground beams and then see the importance of ground beams. Some people even do mesh. They put mesh on the entire surface. Ghana, we don't spend money on construction. When you go to Nigeria and Angola and other African countries, you study their method of construction, you see that that's a whole lot of industry on its own, and it's a lot of money. So in other countries, people hardly build houses. They prefer to even rent. You understand? Ghana, building of a house have become so easy that everybody can just put up a single room or say mesidine. Anything, they said mesidine. But that's not how it is. If you want to build a proper house that will last for a generation, with less maintenance, it's very expensive. Very, very expensive. It's not easy. We have invested so much in the foundation. You understand? Look at the bitumen waterproof coating. You understand? My house, I didn't do this, but I have to incorporate that, because my earlier mason have no idea about all of this. So my education, when I started going into it, trying to learn more, I understood, and now I have to teach it to other people. And now I have masons that I have trained, and they all understand the essence of bitumen waterproof coating. You understand? DPM, okay, damp-proof membrane, okay, and then we have DPC, damp-proof course. Okay, all these are education that we need to put across. We are fighting the same cause. You understand? Yes, and therefore we shouldn't act as though we are enemies. Teach the people the right information. Give them the right information, so that together we can all change the narrative. Are you with me? So yes, look at this. Mr. Achu has invested, and invested wisely. Are you with me? And the money that he gave us has been put into good use. Are you with me? It is compact. We gave ourselves 21 days because the rains kept coming in. By that time, we are almost done with the laterite filling. So we allow the rains to pour in to settle down. In the meantime, my administrator, Mr. Mowley, was pouring water on top of it. So this thing has really settled down after 21 days. Okay, and so we have to compact it properly. And once it's compact, then we have to go in with our plumbing works. The ground beams have been done along the peripheral and in the middle. Are you with me? Now plumbing works is taking place. Are you with me? So after all the plumbing works been done, this is after the laterite filling, compacting is done, ground beams are done, then plumbing works will take place. The plumber will have to position the pipes per the drawing. The structural engineer and the architect has positioned everything in the drawing already. You don't have to come up with your own design. No, everything has been designed to make it easy for everybody. So a plumber should look through the drawing. They should not look into the sky. Some plumbers like doing that. They like to use their own imagination, and sometimes they miss the pipe. The pipe will end up somewhere. Pipes are not supposed to be positioned into pillars. No, they should be attached to the pillar, but not inside the pillar. Because once you have a problem, how are you going to get the pipe out of the pillar? The pipe should be attached to the pillar. You understand? Yes, very, very necessary. And all pipes should be pressure pipes. Pressure pipes should be used. Okay, pressure pipes should be used. The right steel reinforcement. Okay, yes, it should be the right reinforcement 16 mm rod. Are you with me? If it's going to go about 3 or 4 story, we have to use 18 mm rod. The right aggregate. When I say aggregate, I mean stones or chippings, 3/4. Okay, there should be a 3/4 stone. The right aggregate of stone should be used. The right type of cement, it should be 42.5 R. Okay, 42.5 R should be used. If it is a block work, you can use any other brand. You understand? So for me, I'm very, very particular when it comes to the foundation. I don't joke with the foundation. Are you with me? The blocks, 6 inches solid. It should be quarry dust, not just any block. Some people can prepare quarry dust, but it's not strong. When you lift the blocks, just drop it on the ground and see if it breaks. If it doesn't break, it is strong. Are you with me? The pipe, you can see they're all end caps. We call them end caps. End caps should be provided so to avoid any particles from dropping into the pipe, to avoid blockages. Even snakes can even go into the pipe and hide in there for years. And then when your house is completed, you want to go to the loo, a snake is coming to visit. You see? So all plumbing work should have end caps. You understand? They should provide end caps everywhere. So we don't joke here at all. We don't joke. We don't joke. That's our poly tank. Everything per the estimate we purchase. Are you with me? Ground beams everywhere. And you can see the carpenter has placed the board around the peripheral. That's what we call the oversight fascia. We call it oversight fascia. So there's a board, and that board is giving us the gauge of the casting, which is 6 inches thickness. 6 inches thickness. So there's a board around the entire peripheral. Now when all these plumbing works, everything is done, compacting, everything is done, we have to lay on top what we call the DPM to avoid dampness from rising from underneath to the main building. All these are cost. They don't come cheap. So if someone is watching and you want to say that my foundation is too expensive, yeah, it's too expensive because we are investing for a lifetime. You want to build at 10,000 Ghana cedis, please go ahead and build 10,000 Ghana cedis. After 1 or 6 months, you have to break it down and redo it again. And who is running at a loss? You understand? All these are very, very important. Invest in your foundation. Ensure that everything is done correctly, and do it once, not twice, because twice is expensive. Are you with me? If you love this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Okay, begin to share the video to your friend and your friend and your friend and your friend. From me to you, shalom. God bless you wherever you are. Bye bye.